What's up guys? Welcome back to the Almost Vegan Mommy, and today we are going to do a quick video about a foolproof way on how to menu plan. I have spent many years going over budget to the grocery store, just impulse buying, forgetting ingredients, having to rush back out, not knowing what's going to be for dinner. But this is a tried and true menu planning method I have used for my family for almost 10 years. So it's super basic. Let's get started.
You are doing such a good job staying quiet while Mommy makes her video. Alright, so the first rule of successfully menu planning is you want to write down the days of the week that you're menu planning for. So my family has always done a Monday through Friday, and I'm also breaking it down breakfast. I'm listing all the options that we're going to have, various snacks. This is where you are really going to impulse buy, is the different snacks you're going to pick up at the grocery store. I also have the kids' lunch and the kids' dinner option. River, you need to go sit down. Alrighty, so let's get started. So Monday, I have vegan BLTs and fries. Tuesday, I have eggplant parm. Wednesday, tofu peanut stir fry. Thursday, I always have a leftovers day, which really saves me. And then Friday, black bean and sweet potato tacos. Now you're also going to see these L's. Those L's stand for lunch. And this is where I'm going to write the adult lunches that we have, not for the kids. So I have taco soup that usually lasts us about 3 days, and I serve that with like tortilla chips or diced avocado. Now I haven't filled out these little lunch categories right here, but usually we have enough from the BLTs that we do that we'll usually eat BLTs for these 2 days. So obviously my family likes to repetitiously eat. It saves us money, and that's just the best option for us. Now going down to breakfast, just various things. We're not really big and flashy. So we have cereal with almond milk. We're gonna have some instant organic oatmeal. I also add flaxseed and chia seed into there with some blueberries, and then waffles. Now we can get frozen waffles, or I can do homemade waffles. Snacks. This is where, especially if you're trying to eat vegan, I have noticed that I tend to get hungrier quicker. So this is where I really need to beef up, for lack of better words, on my snacks. So we have some Cliff Bars, we have some trail mix, mandarin oranges, hummus and chips, and blueberries. Kids lunch, my kids are cool to eat the same thing every single day. So we have PB and peanut butter and honey sandwiches. We have goldfish, like I said, it's the Almost Vegan Mommy, and we have some vegan yogurt. Kids dinner, usually they'll eat what we're having most days, but just in case there's a vegan dinner we're doing that's a little bit too sophisticated for them, or maybe it's too spicy, we are gonna do vegan mac and cheese, salmon and fries. I do feed them salmon, organic wild-caught salmon, and then spaghetti and quote-unquote, I should say, meatballs, because they aren't really meat. They're from Aldi and they're meatless. Alrighty, so we have everything written down. If you are doing tried and true recipes that you're used to, this is going to be great for you. If you're still learning how to cook and there's stuff that you're not really for sure on, this is going to be a little bit trickier. But let me show you how you break it down after this. Alright, so just to get started, I have this broken down in different categories. I have veggies, dry goods, frozen, cold goods, it looks like gods, cold gods, but cold goods, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is basically going to be shampoo, conditioner, diapers, wipes, basically anything else you're going to need. It's like diapers, wipes, maybe dish detergent. I abbreviate a lot when I am menu planning just because it already takes long enough to write out. But this is where you're gonna put stuff like that. So let's do our first 2 dinners that I have written down. So let's start with the eggplant parm. So you're gonna base this off your own recipe, but I'm basing off of my recipe, which is super basic. I do have 2 young kids, I work nights, and so I don't have time to do a lot of stuff from scratch, but we do try and eat organic. So I have spaghetti, red sauce, let's say I'm out of avocado oil, so I'm gonna do avocado oil, Italian breadcrumbs, then we'll jump over here to veggies. So raw cashews, which works great if you grind them up in a food processor as a Parmesan cheese replacement. We have eggplant, And so basically that's all the main ingredients for my eggplant parm. You know, you're gonna slice the eggplant, dip it in some oil, dip it in organic Italian breadcrumbs. Don't just buy any Italian breadcrumbs because they have high fructose corn syrup in them. But that's just an example. Let's go over to the vegan mac and cheese. So you're going to have bread of your choice. You can do ciabatta, regular wheat bread, it's your choice. You're gonna toast it. Vegan mayo, Roma tomatoes, you'll see that I abbreviated, and I also do ×3. So I know that it's going to take me 3 Roma tomatoes to do this dinner one night and then leftovers for lunch. Romaine lettuce, and then also in the frozen section I have fries. And then I have vegan bacon. You can use any kind of brand you want. So that is just an example of 2 dinners. All right, so I have added the taco soup lunch to this. So start over here in veggies. I did bell peppers, I abbreviated for green, I did ×1. I know it takes 1 green bell pepper to make that soup. Once again, I'm using a personal recipe. Avocados, we blow through a lot of avocados in this house. We could probably actually eat 8, but once again, for budget reasons, I did ×4. Go over here to the dry goods section. I have Rotel. You're gonna need to do an inventory. This is where you also save money, just knowing the inventory of your kitchen. I know we need garlic powder, so I'm gonna write that down for the soup. Diced tomatoes, black beans, a can of chickpeas, tortilla chips, and I think you're basically getting the gist. Now you're going to do that recipe by recipe to all of those, okay? So you're gonna go down each recipe and just basically fill in the blanks, okay? And just write it all down. So let's say I'm doing the snacks right now. So I will write Cliff Bars. Let's say we eat 1 a day, so I'll do ×5. Let's go down to my cold goods. I'm going to add hummus. We also know that we're gonna be using tortilla chips for the hummus and for the tortilla soup. So most likely we're gonna need 2 bags of tortilla chips. So I'll write it 2 times over tortilla chips. So I'm not going to populate this whole page, but this is roughly what I'm gonna bring to the grocery store, okay? And I'm gonna just check it off as I'm grocery shopping. Now here's the cool part. If you are buying religiously the same ingredients, same prices, same brand, same store almost every week, you're gonna be able to anticipate the different prices of each item. So for example, I'm gonna show you how you can even estimate how much you're gonna spend at the grocery store prior to tax. Let's say your grocery budget is $120 for the week, which is on the low end for a family of 4, but that's what we do every week, remarkably. So let's say I go over here to the veggie section. Let's say I'm done menu planning, even though I'm not. But let's say this is it, I'm done. Let's roughly count up how much everything's gonna be. So cashews, I know I'm roughly gonna use a 1/4 cup for the eggplant parmesan. So let's say that's gonna be, I normally don't write the numbers down to the side, but just for the sake of the video, I will. So let's say that's gonna be roughly $2. I always round up to, and that kind of compensates for tax. So $2, eggplant's $1. These total for 3 of them is going to be $1. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Let's say those are $1 a piece. So 11. Are you guys following me? So basically, I'm going to anticipate $11 is going to be spent on veggies this week. Let's go down to frozen. I've got fries for the BLTs and frozen waffles. I know the frozen waffles are roughly $3, organic store brand. Fries are roughly $4. So let's say 7. So roughly $7. So you're seeing where I'm going with this. You're going to add up all of these estimated totals at the end of menu planning. And I always write out, this also helps me show if something's within budget or not. So I do estimated total, and I'm just gonna throw out a number just for the sake of, you know, let's pretend this thing is filled up. I'm gonna say estimated total 95, that's the number you count, but I'm also gonna do up to 105. And that's where I'm kind of compensating tax or something like that.
So that's it in a nutshell. So basically you're breaking down the Monday through Friday meals. You're gonna be breaking down the snacks, the treats for the kids, breakfast, lunch items, and menu planning like this, it takes me about 20 minutes a week after you kind of get the hang of it. If I'm not trying a new recipe and I have to look up that recipe from a book, but I highly encourage it. It saves our money, it saves our family tons of money, especially if you have coupons to go with it. So I highly recommend this method. We have used it for almost 10 years now, and it has been awesome. People are repeatedly amazed and shocked that we're able to feed our family of 4, everything from shampoo, conditioner, diapers, 5 meals a week, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks for $115 to $120. Now, of course, it's going to fluctuate if you shop somewhere like Whole Foods or if you don't like store brand, even if it's organic store brand. So really, it's whatever fits your method best. But feel free to like and subscribe below. Feel free to also ask me any questions. If you want any of these recipes, I can give them to you. They're all super basic, easy recipes, all organic, but nothing really from scratch, more or less, just because, like I said, you know, I am a mom of 2, I work nights, and I value my time. But thank you guys so much for watching The Almost Vegan Mommy. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.